Now, live and in studio on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, your real estate and financial experts, making sure you win in every market. Your financial partners, Don and Gino.
Well, happy holidays again from the vault with Don and Gino on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I love our new vault, and we're very pleased to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. It's a network of the top real estate and financial experts across the nation, helping us rebuild the real estate market one market at a time. And guess what? We've been doing that.
How great is that, when the Real Estate Radio Network was founded, that was the mission statement, was to rebuild the real estate market one market at a time by bringing shows like ours that
almost
bring
3 years ago.
Yeah, current, relevant information to local markets nationwide to make sure that homeowners and borrowers had options and good information, good education so they could take the right actions, and gosh, that's worked out really well.
Absolutely, and we're pleased to be part of it. We're pleased that you join us every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. right here on AM 1220 KHTS to find out what you want to know, need to know, and should know about real estate and finance to help guide you to personal and financial wellness. Heaven forbid, that's what we do every week.
And in fact, the best way to join us is on our website at donandgino.com. That's donandgino.com. Great. I call that our hub, right? Because you could get to everything. You can get to our Facebook page. You can get to our YouTube channel. I think we have a Twitter page. We don't use it much, so don't mess with that. But, Shannon will have to turn down that laugh, right?
Yeah, you can't control. He can't control his laugh. He's a bowl full of jelly. That's right. Not as much anymore, though.
No.
After losing 65, 70 pounds, Gino.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done.
There's another little mission ahead of us, as you know, at Afterburn. They're doing the challenge again. And Shannon and I and our partner Scott, we're probably looking to lose close to 100 pounds together, the three of us again.
Nice. And I get to be part of that too, but I'm not losing weight. I got to lose body fat percentage. But that is because
any weight, you disappear.
Because I'm not Afterburn, which is funny. I have to put it on to take it off.
What a problem to have.
Thanks, Steve. And that's Mr. Steve Corwin, Newhall Escrow. We love having you on. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Steve.
Absolutely. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Look at you all festive. You're going to have to go online at donandgino.com, click on the listen and chat live, and you'll see his awesome tie. See, we both have our festive ties on today. That's right. Where are you, Gino?
Yeah, no tie. I just wanted to do a little mustard color. Keep the fall in. He's
still doing the mustard and turkey thing for Thanksgiving. He's not done yet.
Exactly.
And I'm going to blend into the walls here in the vault.
We don't even see you. You're just a talking head. And also joining us is our friend Mike Kessler with Realty Executives. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thanks you ready for the holidays?
I think I'm all set. I'm all set and ready to go.
Nicely done.
And
that way you can concentrate on real estate, right?
That's right. I think right from here on out, usually it's a sleeper, so we usually don't do much, but this year is pretty outstanding. So we're staying real busy, and we've got homes to show, and we've got people to take out. So I'll probably just take a few days off just for Christmas, which is pretty unusual.
Okay, we have a working real estate.
Yeah,
here in the holidays. Mike Kessler.
He's been doing this long enough to know that you can't lose that momentum over the holidays to take it off. That's a killer.
That's right. You don't.
Well, a lot of people think that people don't want to get in homes over the holidays. We beg to differ, and it's not a good way to start off your beginning of the year with not getting out there and helping out clients get into their dream of home ownership.
This is one of the times of the year that most people don't realize the tax consequence and how nice it is to be able to write off those closing costs and things and be able to get that money back so soon when you write up your taxes. So most people that are really thinking about it are thinking, hey, now's the time to do that. Plus you also have a lot of extra time to be able to move. A lot of people have time off for the holidays, and right after the holidays that Christmas tree is gone, and then boom, they're ready to start moving all their everything from one home to the next, and be able to do it in a time frame where they're not rushed for work.
Good points, actually, yeah. And Mike Kessler with Realty Executives here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. When I like going around and looking at houses, I'm like, so that's how I can decorate it.
Well,
that's what my house will look like with Christmas lights.
Well, if anybody drives by my house, there is an 8-foot segment that's missing because, of course, you know how it works. You buy a 100-foot roll, you do the whole piece you're doing, and all of a sudden there's like the 6 lights you're missing at the end. So I'll be doing that next week, honey.
100-foot roll, and I'm like, now what do I do with the second story of my house? Darn it!
Yeah, I have 200. I've only put up the first 100.
Yeah, Steve, you get your lights up yet?
Not yet.
I know you did.
Yeah.
You're gone all weekend for Thanksgiving with the fam.
The weekend before that in Kansas City, freezing my butt off.
All right. Yeah. So, guys, let's get into great topics we were talking about. Mike, why don't you give us a rendition quickly about where we've been and where we're at now, because it's imperative to compare the two, because it's really changed, and it's changing right as we speak.
Right. Well, after 2005, 2006, things started to really slow down. It was almost as though somebody turned off the water. I mean, there were nobody buying, and everybody saw signs everywhere. People trying to sell their homes, and they had the signposts up on every street. You could drive down the street and see 4, maybe 5 signs of people selling their homes. And it was so slow that we were doing everything we could, to price it right and make sure that people could get that home on and get them out where they want to go as fast as possible. But it was still taking time. You're looking about a year almost to get your home sold, maybe a little bit longer. Things all changed, though, 2 years ago.
Right.
And it happened within a week. You guys were talking earlier. Things change within a week. And if you're talking to other real estate agents and you're on it, you're going to realize really quick, wow, within 3 to 5 days, everything can change. And I had people that put their house on the market. We were hoping to get a certain price, and suddenly it was like we had a line of people. And everything can change depending on our interest rates and depending on how many buyers we have out there, where the cash comes from. That's what
inventory, how many homes are available.
Inventory went really quick. That's the other thing too. We went from that slow market. Now we're into this busy market. And the agents are out there trying to adjust as fast as possible. Mm-hmm. I'm sure so are the all of the other services that we use. They're all thinking we need to get more people on staff because it's starting to get busy again. And nobody knew how long it was going to go for. Nobody knew it would be this long. But now it's starting to actually slow down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I would say it's a comfortable speed right now.
That's a good word to use. I agree.
A very comfortable speed. We had so many people that were stressed out last year thinking, how do I move from my home when I don't even know where I'm going to go to? And what if I sell my home and I can't find a home to move into? I'll be without a house. So now we're getting a little bit slower. I don't want to say slow as in it's a comfortable speed where we have homes that are opening up. We have the ability to sell a home and then also be able to identify and find another home. And actually we're going back for the first time in about 7 years and being able to tie those two together and have a close.
Well, clarify a little bit why that's important, because we had a time when I know as we were preparing our buyers, we get them all pre-approved, ready to go, but a lot of them were getting frustrated because they couldn't get into a home. They were being challenged by other buyers, being challenged by investors. They basically got frustrated and just said, I'm out. I'm tired of putting offers on home after home after home after home, and there's 10, 12 offers on a home, maybe more, or having to put offers on homes they hadn't even seen, which to me is very challenging for them. And especially when people are looking at their homes a little differently now, meaning it's a home to stay in, not so many are being speculators like back in the day, which got us into this problem. Now they actually can sell a home and, well, you had actually a great strategy for a buyer to help maybe get their offer accepted over somebody else's, because the seller needs time to go find their next home, correct?
As far as
we can extend the escrow period.
Oh, yes, we can. We can extend escrows. We can also do rent packs.
That's what I was getting at. The rent pack's a great strategy.
Exactly. And last year we did have some people that were they basically knew they had to sell their home. They knew that they wanted to sell their home. They already identified the house they wanted to pick out and choose to buy. It's a new home, and new homes take a little while to build and put together. And I already explained to them you cannot wait for that one to be built, to make this move. Most buyers won't wait for that. Anyway, they went ahead. They took the offer that they had, and about 3 weeks into it, they started doing some checks on everything and realized really quick that it was going to cost them probably another $12,000 to move and take advantage of that. So they didn't want to do that. They basically wanted to get out of that. Everybody's pointing. Everybody's pointing one way or the other. But anyway, so what happened was I went back to the buyers and said, these sellers are trying to shake you because they really don't want to sell a house and go through that cost and incur that cost of moving. And that's when the buying agent came back to me and said, you know what, we're willing to give you a rent back if you'll just keep us in there. Now what makes that work so well is you have buyers that know they can't find other homes, and you have sellers that need to get into that one home. So that just that little bit of stress gets it moving. But also now we're starting to get into a little bit better time where you don't have that stress. It's a little bit easier to go. So that's what we're hoping for.
I like that. It's nice that we have those options available now.
Exactly.
Because it was too frustrating. And We'll go into some more detail, Mike, if it's all right with you.
Absolutely. Go right
on the opportunities now and the availability that is there now that wasn't there just 3 months ago. Steve, you've been seeing this as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. The trends are showing that. So, in fact, to your point, Mike, real quick,
Yes.
the rent-back situation is definitely a key positive indicator of seeing buyers being more willing to let the transaction take its course, and sellers are, I think, very grateful for that because now it gives them a little more time to do what they got to do to get out of the property. So that's a good point.
Right, right. We did have a lot of times where people were stressed, thinking, what do I do with everything? I've been sitting in this property for so long. I've got to get everything out of it. Or they need to find a place to put everything, whether it's all the kids and the dogs. And that's another thing, too. People don't realize when they start moving from one home to another and they don't have a place to go, where are the dogs going to be? Those are your family members also.
We're going to have to touch on what are you going to do with your dogs?
Move the dogs out.
Yes, and the dogs are here on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. We'll be right back.